let's talk about throttle cables for a minute. Now, the throttle cable on your motorcycle, as in this blue one is right here, which connects to your carburetor or carburetors, depending on your bike, is an essential part of motorcycle maintenance, but a lot of people just let it go, don't understand it. So I'm going to explain how the throttle cable works and how to adjust it correctly so you can get the maximum use from it and maximum performance. Now what we have here on the end, right here with my neat little Johnny Quest laser pointer, is this little lead ball or nub that is on the end of the cable. Now this little lead ball deal right here goes, if you follow the nice little pointer, that's kind of cool. It goes right in here and attaches to your slide. And as it attaches to your slide, it attaches to, this is your slide right here. And it enables the cable to go up and down. Now this is an old cable, I'm replacing it with a new cable. But when you go to put a cable on, let's discuss the whole procedure here. This is my new cable, it's a red cable. And I haven't put it in yet, which is important. Now let's take a look at our throttle here. After you take your throttle off, you want to make sure that your area here on your motorcycle deal is all clean and lubed up with some good oil so that you have a free throttle response. Then you want to make sure that your area around here is all clean, because the other end of the cable, which is right here, this little round lead weight on the other end of the cable goes right in here. If I can get this cable to sit up here right. So the next thing we have to do is make sure that where your throttle body goes in here, that this is all clean. Then we make sure that the cable is tight, and as the cable goes down, whatever bike application that you're using it on, it will cross, this one will cross over here. It will cross over the main frame, and it will go down underneath the frame, over underneath that pan, up the side of the frame, right here, and then it will drop down into the opening of the carb, which is right there. Now what we need to do is have an unobstructed area where the cable is not going to be pinched. Also, what's very important, once you get your cable in place, is that you want to take your handlebars and you want to go backwards and forwards, because that moves that cable, and you want to make sure that your cable is not pinched down in here or anywhere, which is a very common problem. This is even before we adjust it. You want to make sure your cable is not pinched in your full motion of your handlebars, which are going to go back and forth, because I believe we all know what it's like to accidentally get on a bike and rev the throttle and have the throttle stick. It's damn scary. Even for the great DIOSpeedDEMON like me, it'll wake your ass up real quick. So that's why we need to do that. Another thing we need to do with these cables is, if you have an old cable or a new cable, a very good thing to do with them is use cable lube on them. And that's not cable lube, okay? That's not cable lube. That is PJ1 cable lube. Super smooth cable operation, extends life of cables. You need to shake it up very well. It does not come with this little tube deal right here. And also on this cable deal, what they want you to do is they want you to start at one end of the cable and slowly spray it into the cable opening, or cable opening right here, and keep slowly spraying it until you get the cable, the lube to come out the other side. It's almost impossible to do that way. If you know anything about throttle cables or read anything, these cans come with a little tiny attachment that you can buy at a motorcycle shop that fits right here, and it allows you to spray as much pressure as you want, and it doesn't foam all over the place, just go totally nuts. So that's our first part of the adjustment. Now the second part will be, I'm going to attach the end of the cable here to this carburetor and show you how to adjust a carburetor outside of its regular place in the bike, like the other ones in the bike right now. And it'll make it very simple. But I don't know if there's a lot of carburetor cable adjustments. Okay, this is going to be the end of part 1.